friends, welcome back to Junie B. Jones is Captain Field Day by Barbara Park. We're going to be reading chapter 5 today, but let's review what's in chapter 4. Let's get that picture up on the screen for you. We had some characters in our story today. We had Junie B., Mrs., the room 8 teacher, new Thelma, and Junie B.'s whole family. In our book today, Junie B. had to go and shake the hand of new Thelma, and she wasn't very happy about it. But after that, she got to see her family, and she was really happy about that. Now it's time to start field day. Let's see what happens as we get into chapter 5. Chapter 5, event number 1. Captain Field Day to the rescue! Captain Field Day to the rescue! I shouted my loudest. Then I zoomed and zoomed all over the place, and my cape flied in the air behind me. Those things are marvelous, I tell you. I ran in and out of all the children. Then all of a sudden, Mrs. grabbed the back of my cape and she held it very tight. I looked back at that woman. Yeah, only here's the problem. I can't fly to the rescue when my cape is crumpled, I said. Junie B., please, said Mrs. You need to settle down. No one needs rescuing. I blew the whistle so we can start the first race. Just then, the room 8 teacher blew her whistle too. The first event between room 8 and room 9 is going to be a team relay race, she said. Since both of our classes have 18 children today, everyone will get to run. After that, Mrs. made a line in the grass where the races would start. Then she told us the rules. Each team will line up behind this white line. She said, the first person in line will run down to the fence and come back and tag the next runner. The race keeps going on and on like that until everybody in the line has run. Does everybody understand? I jumped way high in the air. I do, I shouted. I understand perfect because I am Captain Field Day, of course. After that, I hurried to my bestest friend named Grace. You go first, Grace, I said. You are the fastest runner in kindergarten, and so you have to be at the front of the line. And I grabbed that Grace's hand and I pulled her to the front. Only too bad for us, because Charlotte was already standing there. No cuts, she said. I was here first. I crossed my arms at that girl. Yes, I know that, Charlotte, I said, but I am Captain Field Day, and Captain Field Day says that Speedy Grace needs to be first. So move it, Missy. Charlotte stamped her angry foot. No, I was here first, I told you, she said real snappish. Just then, Grace smiled at Charlotte very nice, and she whispered a secret in her ear. And then, what do you know? Charlotte backed right up and let Grace go first. Wowie, wow, wow. How did you do that, Grace? I asked. What did you say? That Grace did a shrug. I just said the word please. I tapped on my chin. Please, huh? I'll have to remember that one, I said. Pretty soon, Mrs. blew her whistle for us to line up. Is everybody ready? She asked. Yes, we hollered back. Then Mrs. shouted in her loudest voice, on your mark, get set, go. And then boom, fast as a rocket, Grace started to run. Go, Grace, go, 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 shouted room 9. Grace zoomed to the fence and back again. She tagged Charlotte on her hand. Go, Charlotte, go, 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 shouted room 9. We're winning, we're winning, we're winning. After that, Charlotte tagged a girl named Lenny, and Lenny tagged Jamal Hall, and Jamal Hall tagged a boy named Ham, and Ham tagged Polly Allen Puffer, and then all of room 9 kept on tagging each other until finally there were just 3 more runners to go. And their names were Ricardo, Junie B. Jones, and Crybaby William. Ricardo made noises like a race car. Vroom, 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 he said. Then all of a sudden he got tagged and he took off running. Me and William watched him go. Ricardo runs fast for a boy in cowboy boots, I said, kind of proud. Crybaby William pulled on my cape real urgent. He quick whispered a secret in my ear. I'm not very good at this, Junie B., he said, very nervous. I'm not a fast runner. I patted his little slowpoke head. Do not worry, little William. I am Captain Field Day, remember? I will save the day, he said. I will run so fast that you will just be able to walk, probably. Just then, Ricardo came running back. Here I go, William! Here I go saving the day, watch me, I shouted. Ricardo tagged my hand and I took off as fast as a rabbit. Then I kept on getting faster and faster and I turned around at the fence and I started running back, only all of a sudden a very terrible thing happened. It's called, oh no, my shoe flied right off my foot. It went way high in the air and I run after it speedy quick. Room 9 shouted and shouted at me to stop. Yeah, only you people don't even have to worry, I hollered. It won't take me very long to put this back on, 'cause good news. I picked it up and waved it all around. Velcro! After that, I put it back on in a jiffy and I zoomed right back to William. I tapped him on his hand, only that boy kept standing there. Go, William, go, go, I shouted. But William shook his head no, and he pointed at room 8. They were all jumping up and down and dancing around, 'cause guess what? They had already won the race. All right, friends, that is the end of chapter 5. So let's talk about what happened in that story. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to write all of room 8 and all of room 9. Those are the characters in our story because it talks about each person in the room. And we don't want to write all those characters. We just know that all of room 8 and all of room 9 were there today and their teachers. So let's talk about what happened in chapter 5. Junie B. Jones is so excited to start the race, and they are doing a relay race where they have to run down and tag the fence and then come back. Junie B. wants Grace to be in the front of the line because she feels like Grace is the fastest runner. Now, Charlotte didn't want to let Grace in the front of the line until Grace said the magic word. What was that magic word? Please. So when she said please, Charlotte said okay and let Grace in the front of the line. Room 9 was doing so great until it was Junie B. Jones's turn. Friends, what happened? She lost her shoe. Oh no. And she went to go get it, and all the time that it spent for her to get her shoe back on, room 9 lost the race. Another thing happened in there too. William talked to Junie B. Jones and said that he felt like he wasn't very good at this race. And Junie B. felt like she could help him by running really quickly, but then she kind of let him down. And so let's see what happens in chapter 6 when we get to read it together. I'll see you then, friends. Thank you so much for reading this book with me today. Bye-bye.